So welcome back to part 2 about our coping skills lecture. So I might get cut off early because my timer is not giving me indication how much time I have left. So if I get cut off early, I apologize in advance. So I'll just go over how to develop coping skills again. So look how you effectively cope with stressors and effective ways others cope with stressors. So again, just observing yourself and others, but just keep in mind that one coping skill someone uses might not effectively work with you, so just keep that in mind. Make a list of effective coping skills that you could do in response to particular stressors. Choose some effective coping skills that you could realistically employ. So make sure that it's something that you could realistically do. Like for example, like if you get stressed about being in confined spaces and you're in a car and you're starting to get stressed out, probably not the most effective one or realistic one is to get out of the car and walk. So maybe the realistic option would be to use breathing techniques. Practice using the coping skills. So visualizing yourself employing a particular coping skill can help you use the skill when the stressor presents itself. So again, visualize, make it a habit. Find a trusted therapist to speak about your difficult coping. So again, if you're having trouble, it's always good to see a therapist, especially if you're dealing with the unhealthy ones, and to kind of bounce off options and coping skills with them. So once you know what your stressors are and how you cope, you can start to improve your skills. Becoming aware how you cope is the first step to improving your overall coping skill. Only then can you determine how effective your coping skill is and how to improve your overall skill. So again, identifying stressors, what causes you to feel stress, determine how you cope, what do you do in response to the stresses, rate how effective your coping is, are you able to accomplish what you want, study how do others cope, what are some coping skills others use that you would like to employ, select coping responses, how would you like to respond to the stressor. Reality testing, could you really easily employ the coping techniques you have selected? Adopt new skills, plan to use new effective coping skills. So we're going to do 2 tools this week. So tool 6 is developing alternative healthy coping skills. So this is on page 53 in your workbook. And what we're going to do is just make a list of some things I will try next time when I feel stressed are, maybe go for examples, like go for a walk, listen to music, paint or draw, or read. So those are examples. So you're going to come up with a list of things you will do next time when you feel stressed. And the other one is tool 20. So these are coping cards and cognitive cue cards. So cognitive cue is just a fancy way to say like something to like help you remember. It's just helps your brain to connect. So this is on page 77 of the workbook. So it is the last tool, but it goes with our coping skills lecture. So I figure it would be better to do it with this one. So now to help you with those heat of the moment reactions, remember that coping cards give you alternative things to do in the moment. Cue cards help you with how to think. So it's kind of a reminder of what you could do when you're stressed. So an example of a coping card is when I'm tempted to hit someone, so that's the behavior from tool 4. So remember, think back to tool 4. So maybe reference that worksheet. I can. So you're going to just write down again choices from our tool 6 that we just did. So either go for a run, do my breathing exercise, or use progressive muscle relaxation. So you're just going to write those down. It's also best to do it on a flashcard. So you could just pull it out when you need it in that moment. So if you have questions,